Alright, so, Death Jail, Summer Escape. First escape should be done. Let's hop in and get into that in the second escape. The winner is... Elena! It only took them 26 hours to dig through that ground.
私たちが一番穴掘ってたってこと？
なんと、つい本気を出してしまったがそうなったか。これが直流の真の力、その一端だというのか。素晴らしい。これは素晴らしいことなのでは。はあ？
はいはい、いちいちイライラしないの。喜びましょう。やったね。
やったぞ。
So that's what the true power of DC looks like. Let's just... I'm actually surprised Team Raiko and Sanzong got second. I was expecting that to be Team Saberface. It was in less than a minute of difference. Wow. Got any ritual tips? Tell the world you demand the servant that you're rolling for. Make the world give it to you. Alright. Escape 1 results. The candy drop area, huh? Okay. Let's bring Fran. She fits for this. Well, I see we've escaped prison and wound up in the prison's basement.
Huh? This looks like some kind of special basement. Not only that... Well, this is disappointing, seeing the rest of you here. Huh, I guess all of our escape tunnels just happen to converge into this room. It's fine. We'll just treat it like another of the race's checkpoints. What's more, each of you got here at slightly different times. I'll make sure to take that into account when tallying up the results, so you have nothing to worry about there. All I want you guys to focus on is taking care of the problem in this room and getting back to the race.
Hi, Gorgon.
Is that the Scorpion Lady? Compared to what we saw of her in the courtyard, she seems rather... I'll say it, she's huge! Beyond huge! She must have been chowing down on all sorts of goodies in here. Now I see. So that's the real body. So they're keeping her completely chained up in here. I found it strange that a servant of her caliber wouldn't attempt to break out of here. But now I understand. With that enormous frame, she would have no hope of escaping this cell. On top of that, it seems she's bound with chains of divine steel. Even if the barrier were to disappear, she would still have no way of escaping. And that's why she has no interest in our prison break. No doubt the only joy she would have in all of this is watching that with smug satisfaction as we fail to escape.
Hitting the nail on the head there.
At last, the time has finally come. Don't do this. Oh, but I must. I can't tell you how long I've waited for this day. What's going on here? It looks to me like these two have some sort of secret history. Though I suppose that sort of thing's inevitable when it comes to wardens and prisoners. What a tremendously volatile situation. There's a great deal of hostility here. Still, her chest and navel are flagrant violations of public decency. Perhaps the guard has finally begun to properly punish such transgressions. Prepare yourself. I have awaited this day for many years, ever since I swore to safeguard hygiene and cleanliness. And now, at last! The reptile-safe antibacterial spray I ordered has finally been delivered. It's perfect for snakes. Are you truly a heroic spirit? Are you even human? Not even the cruelest of the Aranyas would come up with such a horrifying torture as this. I'm begging you, don't do this. Please, I'm shaking over here. My precious scales are trembling in fright. I will admit, I'm deeply ashamed of the way I've behaved up until now. I knew about those reptilian parts of yours, yet I still looked the other way. I told myself they weren't human parts, that they were strange and mysterious, that we didn't have the necessary medical equipment for them, that there were other, more important things I needed to tend to first. Much as I may have tried to pretend otherwise, the fact remains. Failing to sanitize some body parts just because they happen to not be human goes against everything I stand for as a nurse. However, that all ends today. I may have had trouble getting enough medical supplies in Crimea, but in this wonderful modern era, no one can order anything and have it delivered right to her door. Now I have everything I need. In addition to the spray, I also made sure to read the Snake Care for Dummies book I had delivered with it from cover to cover. As long as one is knowledgeable and prepared with appropriate medical supplies, one has nothing whatsoever to fear. Until now, I may not have been able to do anything about your snake parts, but today, I will finally sanitize them thoroughly. When I'm done, you'll be the cleanest, safest, most hygienic snake in the world, free to proudly show your face wherever you please. Incidentally, I also believe that the spaces in between scales are prone to collecting grime or getting caught on this and that. It may be worthwhile to shave them off for sanitization purposes as well. And yes, I did read in Snake Care for Dummies where it said that unlike fish, snake scales are bonded to the skin. But so what? This cell was made especially for you, with generous amounts of divine steel provided by Fionn McCumhale. There's nowhere for you to run. It does sound like I've been hearing voices behind my back for a while now, but as they have nothing to do with hygiene, I won't pay them any mind. Damn! Looks like I've got no other choice. You there! Help me stop her!
Light bulb. Uh-oh.
I don't know. We're just passing through here. It's not like this has anything to do with us, right? Indeed. Scorpion, to the best of my recollection, we have never been friends. Nor have you ever been in a position to give me cleaning orders. At best, we were targets for you to vent your frustration upon in the exercise yard. You mocked us. You said that we would fail. You're mean. You villains! It was clear for anyone to see what you were trying to accomplish. Very well then. I'll make you a deal. Help rid me of this guard and I'll help you escape in return. Now I see. We scratch your back and you'll scratch ours, eh? You should have just saved us all some time and led with that, you dumb Orochi. We have other things to worry about. We can't waste our efforts here. Or we can't afford to waste our time here. Our top priority is to make it outside. If you can help us do that, then I'm willing to assist you. Indeed, because it is summer, a season that comes but once a year. If I were to remain in this dim hole, my new custom-fitted swimsuit would all be for naught. No, that's not it at all. I must get in order to uphold my duty of maintaining decency in summer. Either way, we can't turn back now. We need to take out that guard and bury the evidence that we were here. If we can get a powerful prisoner and our debt on top of that, that's great too. You know, when she puts it like that, it makes this whole business sound incredibly shady.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mash. We're just proving that we are top dog in the prison courtyard by taking out the biggest and strongest prisoner and turning them into our prison bitch. We gotta be the boss of this gym.
Saber!
I should have put that on, but oh well. Wow, 89 HP. Can you believe it, chat?
Toria! Toria!
It's time for the Warden's show again.
Ruling and riding with a smile has always been Queen Meb's motto, but lately something has been weighing on her mind. What's the matter, boss? Why the long face? This is Meb's right-hand woman, a self-proclaimed goddess from Mexico. As it would be unacceptable for anyone to have higher standing than the queen in this country, the self-proclaimed part is a necessary contrivance. I was just thinking about those things that have been paved all across my kingdom. Ah, so you want another patrol? I think it's great how you're so enthusiastic about your work, yes! Well, I don't! How dare they cover Connacht in those eyesores? This is my land, damn it! At least they haven't made their way to this prison yet. But if they do start showing up here, then... I don't think we have to worry about that. Those aren't being used to control this place. They're just making a track to race on. A circuit, yes. Just thinking about them pisses me the hell off. Did you say something? Nope, no de nada. By the way, how's the interrogation going on those prisoners I captured the other day? They seem like they'd know something, but since I've been letting you handle the whole thing, I have no idea what you might have learned. Bien! Of course it's going great. I've been putting them all through rigorous interrogations every day. Unfortunately, they're so tough that I haven't learned anything yet, no! No wonder those heroic spirits managed to conquer your nation. Oh, I'm sorry, Mev. I'm afraid I'm going to need more time to get something conclusive out of them. I know there's no possible way they could ever escape this prison, so technically we can afford to take our time. But I just can't stand the thought of those things being plastered all over my kingdom. Hurry up and get them to tell you how to peel those things off as soon as you can. Understood. Your wish is my command, boss. This whole thing has me annoyed. Actually, I'm horny. Hey, you're still training the prisoners, right? Naturally. Pounding the art of lucha into as many people as possible is the primary reason that I'm here, yes. Then bring me your most promising trainees right now. I'll take them on myself. Oh gosh, to be honest, I'd really rather not squander my most promising trainees' potential like that. If they go up against you, you'll either break them or they'll get so caught up in your nighttime lucha that it'll throw off their training balance. Then again, if that's all it would take to stop them, they might not ever become true warriors anyway. Wait right here while I go and get them. That just shows what a wonderful queen we have. No matter how busy she may be or how mind-numbingly difficult a problem she may be tackling, she still takes time to directly interact with her prisoners as much as possible. What kindness, what mercy, what devotion to equality. She's truly a warden among wardens, a queen among queens. No one is better suited to rule this kingdom than her. Now, let's enjoy watching the Queen's personal rehab program for ourselves, with the child safe filter on. Great job, boss. Feeling better now? Of course not. That didn't help resolve the problem outside of the prison walls at all. It did make for a good workout, though. And hey, look at the time. I'd better get back to my office for a shower. Taking a shower in her office at the same time every day is another invaluable part of the Queen's routine. In the Queen's own words, there's no telling when the traps I've laid outside might catch the guy I've had my eye on, right? I've got to be ready to go at any time. What a brilliant example of risk management, read the mind of a thirsty young woman. To all you viewers, if you see the Queen's prey anywhere, make sure to call in and let us know right away. And don't bother trying to catch him for yourself. His evasion performance makes him harder to catch than his 3-star rating would imply. Be on the lookout for blue hair, squinted eyes, a red spear, and possibly a druid staff. Keep in mind that he may appear younger than you might expect. He's also known to occasionally become a berserker, so use extreme caution when approaching him. Queen Mev makes sure to shower at the exact same time every day. Given how hectic her schedule is, it's one of her precious few chances to take a well-earned break. Now let's just sit back and enjoy the sound of water hitting the Queen's perfect body. La la la.
It's cool. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. They were obviously talking about Emiya with some hair dye on. Reading this in the wrong voice. I'm reading it in the voice I'm reading it in. I don't know what voice it's supposed to be, so it's fine. Escape 2, Cooperator in Chains.
Digging a tunnel through the ground, eh? Sounds like a real pain. Here I thought you were a bunch of annoying flies, but it turns out you're actually a bunch of grubs. I'm impressed you've made it this far without getting stepped on. You've got a lot of nerve for someone who would have gotten her ass handed to her without our help. She's probably too embarrassed to show her appreciation. She looks like a servant whose spirit origin is made up of pure tsun to me. I gotta say, throwing a bit of dere into the mix would do her some good. While I can appreciate your pride, I would try to keep that attitude of yours in check if I were you, Scorpion. Remember, we now possess the source of your greatest vexation. The only thing more powerful than a maid is a maid with reptile sanitization spray. Is that what you think? Take another look at the bottom of that canister. It looks like the bottom melted off and now it's empty. When did that happen? My acid can melt any living thing. Ordinarily, I only use it to digest prey I've eaten, but it's easy enough to use on small objects. Oh-ho! Acid, you say? How very fortuitous. We still have a lot of digging left to do after all. We've been fortunate up to this point, but there's one thing I've been concerned about. What if we came up against a great boulder or other obstacle we couldn't clear away with our bare hands? I don't like where this is going. Are you telling me to cough up my acid just to help you lot dig your way out of the prison? Well, of course. Isn't that why you were just going on about how wonderful it is? You know, Monkey used to do the same thing all the time. I'll build a castle in 3 days, boss. There's no way Shibata or anyone else could pull that off, boss. So now it's time to cough up or shut up. We made a deal. You said you'd help. Were you Lying? I did say that, didn't I? Stop looking at me like that. I wouldn't do anything so boorish as to break my word to a human, or even a mechanical doll.
Indeed. My daughter is frightfully adorable when she looks up at you with those baby blues, while she tilts her head like that. I totally get it. As I have told you countless times before, Fran is Victor's girl, not yours.
Well, the problem now is that there's only one of you and 6 teams of us. And we have our own resources for why we can't all escape together, or our own reasons. Depending on how things could go, we could all end up fighting over who gets to use your acid. So you're racing as well as escaping. I'm starting to see where this is going, or what's going on here. Well, no matter. It's none of my concern. All you want is my acid, correct? You should be able to carry that around in any container coated with magical energy. Let's give it a try. These cups should do the trick. Now then. Why did she just turn around like that? Okay, here goes.
Etc.
Yes, this should work. Here, you can carry it in these. Quite generous of me to throw in containers for free if I do say so myself,
Said while wiping her mouth.
Hold it! If that's what I think it is, it better not be. It's not. It's pure acid. At any rate, I can't move from this cell. As you can see, I'm bound by divine steel chains. But you're free to take my acid with you in those containers. However, let me be clear about one thing. I cannot just make more on a whim. Why is that, you ask? This may be hard for you to understand, but producing it makes me extremely hungry. No, I get it. I totally get it. If anything, I'd be more surprised if that didn't happen. Is that true? Yes, it is, my mechanical doll. No matter how badly you may want this acid, I can only produce so much. So if you want it that badly, you'll need to bring me tribute every time you ask for more. Something that would fill my stomach would be best, of course. In fact, I wouldn't mind if you offered up yourselves. Ha 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 ha! Revisions, eh? As prisoners ourselves, those aren't exactly easy to come by. Good thing I know a human or two who can help. I think we can make this work.
Now I see. Looks like we know what the next resource we need is.
Right you are, Master. It seems the amount of help, acid that Gorgon can provide will have a significant bearing on how quickly everyone can progress. Let's be sure to bring Gorgon things that she'll like to speed along everyone's escape. All right, you all know what you need to do next. The race to escape is back on track.
I'm willing to believe she can't melt through the divine chains, considering... Ah, we're digging through Tetris now. Lovely.